Hey, what's up? This is Mercedes from Kittie, and you are listening to Toronto's best metal radio show, The Red Switch, on CHRY 105.5. Party!
All right, welcome to the Opera House. I'm sitting here with Mercedes, right? Mm-hmm. From Kittie here in Toronto. How you doing?
I'm excellent. Just, first day of tour, having a good time.
So this is kicking off your North American tour here in North America. Mm-hmm. Just came back from Europe, right?
Yep. We spent 3.5 weeks in Europe and the UK and had a great time doing it. We toured with a couple of really good bands, It Dies Today and Melfice, and we all lived in a stinky bus together, all three bands, and it was really awesome. We had so much fun.
You're originally from London, right? Mm-hmm. London, Ontario. So why not kick off the North American tour in London?
Because Toronto is kind of, you can't play London and Toronto, you know what I mean? It's too close together, so, we figured if people from London want to come see us, they can drive.
Yeah. Kittie's been playing for a while, making music for over a decade already. Does it really feel that long? Over a decade?
No. I'm still in my mid-20s. So, no, not at all. Literally, I feel like I'm still 15. So, it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Your sound has obviously changed a lot since the beginning, since Spit, Oracle. From the years of those previous albums, can you say that sound's been attributed to the change of band member changes,
No.
years, labels?
I think more than anything, it's just us, growing with our instruments and becoming more musically inclined, I guess, really. You're not a musician unless you grow as a musician and grow with your instrument and become a better player, a better songwriter, a better lyricist, a better singer, you know what I mean? So that's definitely, I think that's the one thing that we've really, that's really been the attributing factor to us growing and changing.
Okay. You pretty much started playing right out of high school, right?
I think actually I was in public school still. I was in 7th grade when I started the band.
7th grade? Oh, so elementary school.
Yep. Oh. Yep, I was 12.
Do you have any advice for up-and-coming bands, youngsters getting out of high school and playing in professional bands or amateur bands?
Probably just start young and make sure you know how to play and practice often and try and find people that are in the same kind of like-minded state as you. Try and find people that are willing to, sacrifice things and give up their social life or just in order to make it, you know what I mean? And have a good time in the process.
Yeah. International Women's Day is coming up on March 8th.
I had no idea.
Team Canada's women's hockey team won gold recently.
I heard they had a little party on the ice, which is pretty awesome. I commend them.
And they got about a lot of negative reception for that as well.
Well, you know what? That's just uptight Americans.
Is it?
Probably.
Is it just American reception, or?
I just feel like everybody's uptight. Everybody just needs to learn how to relax. Relax. Who cares? They're having a drink. One of them is 18. Who cares? Just everybody needs to have a good time. Stop complaining and worry about yourselves instead of complaining about other people.
Yeah. Is Kittie going to change the world's, or at least Canada's reception of women in metal?
Well, considering we've been doing this for 14 years, I don't know if it's ever going to change, to be honest with you. But I don't think we've really even set out to change anything in the first place. So more than anything, this is just really, we're here having a good time. We're here playing music, and I don't think that we ever set out to change anybody's opinions about women. More than anything, we just set out to play music and have people enjoy what we do.
You guys just came back from Europe. How was the shows or the fans in Europe so far?
Awesome. We had literally so much fun. Germany is awesome. Pretty much all of Europe is awesome, and the UK is amazing as well. The fans are a lot more dedicated, I find, than in North America. I think they like metal is more of a lifestyle for them, rather than here and in North America. I find people are a little more fickle about the kind of music that they listen to and what they, what bands they follow. Like a lot of the people that in Europe are like lifers, you know what I mean? If they are a fan of your band, they're gonna love your band for life, you know what I mean? There's people that I recognize from like literally 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, like there's people that I'm like, I remember meeting you in 2000 over in Europe. So there's definitely a couple people that are really, like, I recognize them still to this day. And we took a 6-year hiatus from Europe. So that's pretty cool. Everybody's so awesome over there.
You lay down the beats for Kittie. Is there any drummers that you draw inspiration from to inform yourself for today's band?
More than anything, I think I'm more like interested in like Alex Van Halen. I love Alex Van Halen. He's one of my favorite drummers, only because he's like the first drummer I really recognized. You know what I mean? Like I noticed him playing. He's the first drummer I really noticed. So yeah, I love him a lot. I love Van Halen in general, so they're like my favorite band.
Rush?
Neil Peart is awesome. Him and I have a lot in common. We both write lyrics for bands, we do a little bit of the dabbling, which is kind of cool. So yeah, no, Neil Peart is a great drummer, and Rush is amazing. When Morgan was a kid, she thought Geddy Lee was a woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had to be like, nope, that's a man. And she'd be like, oh, really? Yep. He's a wonderful singer, though.
Obviously, you guys spend a lot of time on the road. For this tour, North American tour, and for the Europe tour as well. Do you have any secret or even guilty pleasures that you have while spending so much time on the road?
Wow, guilty pleasures. I think people would be really surprised what kind of music we actually listen to. I can just remember like having like in Europe having like party night on the bus, listening to like Prince and stuff, and like having dance parties to like Rick James, and just like we just like to have a good time, you know what I mean? I think like 80s, 70s and 80s like pop is like definitely a guilty pleasure of ours.
Any specific bands?
Prince, Rick James. Oh God, so many. Yeah, definitely Prince. Oh, Michael Jackson. Wow, so many ridiculousness.
Have you seen the new movie that came out from Michael Jackson, This Is It?
Yeah, Morgan and I actually went to see it in theaters, and it was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, I love that movie. It was kind of sad though, you know what I mean? I wish I actually kind of got to see the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, although the tickets were like stupid expensive, and I wouldn't be able to pay like $10,000 to go see Michael Jackson or anything, but literally that would have been amazing.
You've played with a lot of bands so far. What has been your weirdest experience so far with not just a musician, but a band or even celebrity? Weirdest one?
Maynard, the singer from Tool. We played with Tool like a couple shows in Europe about 6 or 7 years ago. And he came into the catering, and we were all sitting, like a bunch of us, like a bunch of my friends and stuff, and the band were sitting down at the catering table, eating our food, and he came and he sat down at the same table as us, except he looked like Dick Tracy, and he was wearing this weird, like, leather, like, Dick Tracy jacket and a fucking hat, this ridiculous, stupid, like, leather hat, all incognito, like, all sucked into his jacket, like, with his hat on, and he was just, like, came and, like, sat down with his food and, like, looked at us all weird and ate his food and got up and left and didn't say anything to us. Nothing. That was pretty weird. I thought that was weird.
So Maynard sat down with you guys and just came and left.
We were like, oh, like he ate his food, and we were kind of like smiling at him, and he was just like,